Chapter 11. When we got to her, mother had calmed down. By now, some people had flashlights, so I could see that her witch hat was bent in the middle and hanging down over her face. It isn't worms, she said. At least it isn't all worms. I think it's some worms and a lot of cold spaghetti. I don't know how it all got into the boiling cauldron. Boiling cauldron, huh? Boiling with squirmy worms anyway. I only left for a minute to see if I could find you and Charlie. And when I got back, I thought you were in charge of the mystery maze, I said. Not after some cat showed up and all but tore the whole thing down, scratching and squalling and leaving its fur everywhere, and not even its own fur. Somebody had painted it black for Halloween, I guess. Goodness, I wish they would get the lights back on. I can't quite see who's with you. Well, Howard's with me, and Luella, Boomer, and Maxine. Not Charlie or Cecil. Have you seen them? Him? It? She was pretty upset, so I just said yeah, because I had seen it, the costume. Then Mother said I should go get them since I knew where they were. They may not still be there, I said. Oh, they won't go roaming around in the dark, especially not in a slipcover and a floor mop. You don't know where they are, Luella said as we left. This was true, but I knew where the slipcover and floor mop were. By now, our eyes had begun to adjust. Even so, everything is too spooky. The hall to the teacher's room was more than spooky. It was deserted. That's because there's nothing special set up there. No haunted hall, no monster's mansion, just the teacher's room. I've never been in the teacher's room. What do they keep in there? Kids, according to Imogene Herdman. That was what Imogene told Charlie. The teachers keep them there with little bowls of water and old bologna sandwiches. Come on, what do they do in there? Ask Leroy. According to him, they hang out and order in pizza. I don't know what they do. I've never been in there. Me either, said Albert. I never got invited. Albert, nobody gets invited to the teacher's room. Sometimes you get sent there with a note for someone, but even then, they won't let you in. I got sent there once in second grade with a note from Miss Campbell. I didn't even know who Miss Campbell was, and I was so nervous I got a nosebleed. I'm not even sure I want to go in there now. I didn't know whether Maxine was scared in case Imogene was right and there was something in the teacher's room to be scared of, or whether she was just remembering her nosebleed. There's just tables and chairs in there, Boomer reported. No TV or anything, but there's somebody in here. Somebody sounds like he fell in a hole. Then I remembered what Alice had told me about the teacher's room. I think he did. As usual, Alice was right. There was a hole in the floor, and Boomer was at the bottom of the hole, along with Danny and Junior and a lot of first grade kids. And Charlie's here. We're in the boiler room, Cecil chimed. But we took off our costume before we slid down and left. Slid down? Suddenly, the lights came on again, and we could see the hole, and inside it, the missing kindergarten slide. And down at the bottom, what's down there? Albert said. It looks like candy, Charlie whooped. Halloween candy. The whole boiler room is full of Halloween candy. I think it's all the candy in the world.